right, hi Lindsay. I'm Taylor. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour recall of all the foods you've eaten. I'm probably going to ask you a lot of questions about like portion sizes, everything, and how everything that was in it and how it was prepared. So we're going to go ahead and start off with when you woke up yesterday. What did you have to eat when? What was the first thing you ate when you woke up?
I had about half a sweet potato. I chopped it up
Mm-hmm.
and I made some eggs with onions, spinach, kale, bell peppers, and mushrooms.
So eggs.
Two
Sorry,
eggs.
2 eggs, and then could you repeat the rest? Sorry.
Bell peppers,
Uh huh.
mushrooms,
Okay.
onions,
Uh huh.
tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
kale,
Okay.
spinach,
Okay.
and tomatoes.
Perfect. Oh, you got that already. And that sounds really good, by the way. Okay. And what did you have, or did you have anything to drink?
Just water.
Okay, just water. And how much water do you think you drank in that time?
Um,
If you were to use maybe like, or like if you want to kind of measure it on here.
Probably about 16 ounces.
16 ounces? Okay, perfect. Okay, and then what did you have to eat after that?
I had 2 oranges
Okay.
and a rice cake.
Okay. Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a plain rice cake?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Salt.
All right, got it. Okay, and then after that?
After that, I had it's a sweet rice thing.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a brand name one, or
I don't know what it's called.
is it just like
It's the puff rice things. It's
okay.
like in a little cylinder.
Okay, and are they like snacks or
Yeah,
okay?
it's like a rice cake.
So it's like a rice cake, but like in little mini puff ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess I'll put sweet rice puffs. Is there a brand name to it, or do you know, or is it just like is it homemade or
No.
okay? So you bought it at the store.
My friend gave it to me.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know what it was.
Oh,
It was just in
okay.
a plastic
It's okay.
bag.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll come back to that, and then what else did you have after that?
After that, I had some brown rice pasta.
Okay. And anything in that pasta?
Yeah. So I had kale
Mm-hmm.
and steamed spinach with avocado oil and pepper.
That sounds really yummy. Avocado oil and pepper. Cool. And then did you have anything else to eat after that?
Some grapes.
Okay.
And I drank about a gallon of water, maybe a little more.
For the whole day?
The whole
Okay,
day.
so is that including the 16 ounces at breakfast?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
carry my water bottle around and
okay.
I refill it 5 or 6 times.
Okay, perfect. I do the same. Okay, so I'll just put 1 gallon of water for the day. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and go over anything you may have forgotten. Was there any crackers, breads, or rolls or tortillas that you might have forgotten to tell me about? Okay. And then how about any hot or cold cereals? Okay. And then what about any cheese or vegetables or anything added on to your food? Okay. And then we went over kind of the little rice puffs or what your kind of snacks were. Any chips, candy, nuts, or seeds? Okay. And were there any fruits? Well, I think you covered them, but do you have any other fruits you may have forgotten that you ate as a snack or with your meal? Okay. And then anything besides water you drank? Did you have coffee, tea, soda, anything? Okay. And then how about some alcohol? Any cocktails or beer? Okay. All right. I know it's the middle of the week, so it's not normal to drink during the week. Not for me, at least. Okay. So after that, we're going to go ahead and go over the times that you ate each food. So could you tell me when you had that half of the sweet potato?
I had that, so that was all together with the eggs and the tomatoes and the onions.
Okay.
I had that at about 7:30.
The kale and spinach as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7:30 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just draw a little arrow down. And that was the sweet potato, 2 eggs, bell peppers, mushrooms, onions, tomatoes, kale, spinach, and water All at 7:30 a.m. Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. And then those oranges, when did you have those?
I had those Thursday around 1.
1 p.m. Okay, perfect. And then the rice cake,
Same time.
same time. Okay.
12 to 1.
And the rice puffs.
I had those around 4.
And then the brown rice. So for the brown rice pasta, would it be the kale, steamed spinach, avocado oil, pepper all together?
Yes.
And what time was that at?
8:30.
Okay, perfect. And then the grapes.
9.
Okay, perfect. And then the water was just over 24
All day.
hours. Okay, perfect. Got that. And then we're gonna go ahead and go through the food that you ate. You gave a pretty good detailed description of it, but we're gonna go ahead and go down a little further. So for that half a sweet potato, about how big do you think that was? Was it like, would you say one of these cups, or like comparison in size to these? What would you think? Or maybe one of these two?
It was about this one right
Probably
here.
about that big?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Oh, no, you're good, you're good. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and put that down. And then the eggs, were they about, would you rate them small, medium, or large?
Small.
Okay, small eggs. And the bell peppers, about how much of a bell pepper did you use?
Half of a bell pepper.
Okay.
Or a quarter of a
A
bell
quarter, okay, quarter of a bell pepper. And mushrooms, about how many mushrooms did you use?
About 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons, okay. And onion, how much of onion did you use?
Probably about half a cup.
Half a cup, okay. Or like, would it be better, did you slice the onion yourself?
Mhm.
Okay, so how much of the whole onion did you use?
I sliced it in half,
Okay.
and then just a tiny bit off of that.
Oh, okay, okay, so,
pretty
okay,
much
that's why.
almost the whole half.
Okay, cool, so basically a half of an onion. Okay,
Mhm.
you got it. Okay, and the tomatoes, how many of those? Or did you use a whole tomato?
I sliced in fourths. So
Okay.
a fourth of a tomato.
A fourth of tomato?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. And then the kale, about how much of that did you use?
About half a cup.
Okay, perfect. And the spinach?
2 cups.
Perfect. And how about the oranges? Would you rate them small, medium, or large?
Medium.
Medium. And the rice cake, that's pretty general, right?
Small,
Just
yeah,
one round, one
yeah.
single round rice cake. Okay. Okay, and then how about how many of those sweet rice puffs did you have?
2. So they were like this big.
Yeah, sure. Is there like if you could fit them into this Ziploc bag, about how far would they go?
Probably this far.
Probably about a third of the way up, or
A little less than a
Okay,
third.
cool. So I'll just say a quarter of the way. And did you want to tell me how? Do you have? I know your friend gave you those. Do you have any idea how they were prepared at all?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so the brown rice pasta, was it just straight up brown rice?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. And then
It's gluten-free pasta,
gluten free. Okay,
so it's made from brown rice.
perfect. And about how much brown rice with these cups did you use?
About this.
Half a cup.
Yeah.
Okay. And kale,
Half a cup.
half a cup as well.
Mhm.
Okay. And the steamed spinach,
2.5 cups.
2.5. Okay. I know, it's good, and it gets smaller when you cook it,
Yeah,
so you
those
have
are
to use
just-
more. Yeah. And then the avocado oil, about how much of that did you use?
About a tablespoon.
Okay. And the pepper, like a teaspoon probably.
A little less.
A little
yeah,
less.
half a
Okay.
teaspoon.
Okay, we'll do half teaspoon.
Mhm.
And the grapes, how many of those did you have?
About 10 of them.
10 grapes. And about, would you say they are small, large, or medium grapes?
small grapes.
Okay, perfect. All right, perfect. And then for the pasta, well, okay, for the sweet potato, did you, how did you cook that?
I put a little bit of avocado oil
Okay.
in the pan.
And how much of that do you think?
About a teaspoon.
1 teaspoon? Okay.
Yeah.
And you just cooked it in the pan?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Because once you put all the other vegetables,
Yeah, it
it's
starts.
water.
Yeah. Perfect. And then the eggs, how did you cook the eggs?
Just scrambled.
Scrambled. So did you add those to the sweet potato, or
Yeah,
was that
so
separate?
I chopped up the sweet potato in
Okay.
little cubes, and I
Okay.
put it on the pan with avocado oil,
Okay.
and then I added all of the other vegetables,
Okay.
except for the tomatoes.
Okay.
And I cooked those, then I put the eggs in and scrambled that, and then
Together.
added the tomatoes.
Okay,
together.
perfect. So the sweet potato was in the eggs with
Mhm.
everything else. Perfect. Okay, so then the eggs were just cooked. Everything was cooked in a teaspoon of avocado oil
Mhm.
in the pan.
Yes.
Okay, great, awesome. So I'll go ahead and write that down, and then except for the tomatoes, which you added afterwards.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. And then for oranges, obviously you don't have to cook those. Rice cake, you don't have to cook. Sweet rice puffs, we're not really sure, so we'll skip that over. Brown rice pasta. Where did you steam the brown rice when you made it, or?
It's an actual pasta
Okay.
brand.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's like regular. It looks like regular pasta.
Okay.
Just made from brown
Oh,
rice.
I see. So it's like noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Cool. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the do you know the brand name of it? Maybe?
Just no.
No. That's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. And then, could you tell me the whole process on how you made that pasta? Okay.
So first, I boiled the water.
Okay.
I did not add anything. Added the brown rice pasta. When it was done,
Okay.
I drained it,
Mhm.
ran it with cold water,
Okay.
put it back in the pot, and then I added all of the spinach and kale.
Fresh spinach.
Mhm.
Okay. And fresh kale.
Fresh
Perfect.
kale, fresh spinach.
And just the avocado oil you put in with the kale and spinach?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. And we accounted for that, which is good. And then the pepper we did as well. And then the grapes you don't have to prep. So it looks like we got a pretty good idea of what you ate and how you made it and every little thing that you had. So I'm going to go ahead and read back the list to you and just tell me if there's anything else that pops up in your head that you may have forgotten to put on. Okay?
Thank you.
Of course. So you, in the morning around 7:30, you had a half of a sweet potato cooked in avocado oil, a teaspoon, with a quarter of a bell pepper, 2 tablespoons of mushrooms, half of an onion, a quarter of tomato, half a cup of kale, and 2 cups of spinach, all at 7:30 in the morning. Sound right? And then at 1 p.m. for a snack, you had a medium-sized orange and 2 medium-sized oranges and 1 rice cake. And then at 4 p.m., you snacked on about a quarter of a Ziploc bag of sweet rice puffs. And then around 8:30 for dinner, you had the brown rice pasta with kale, steamed spinach, and avocado oil. About a half cup of pasta, half cup of kale, and 2.5 cups of steamed spinach, and only a tablespoon of avocado oil, garnished with pepper, a half teaspoon. And then for after dinner, you had 10 grapes at 9 p.m. And they were kind of smaller grapes. And then you had about a gallon of water for the whole day. Okay, perfect, awesome. Glad we got all that covered, and I'm looking forward to finishing this up and analyzing your nutrition and your goals.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I just have to cut this part out because I'm just hoping it was recording the whole time. Okay, good.